According to the 2020 National Electrical Code, outlets are defined as a point in the wiring system at which current is taken to supply utilization equipment. This includes receptacles, lighting fixtures, and appliances. Arc fault circuit interrupters (AFCIs) are required for all 15 and 20 ampere, 120 volt single-phase branch circuits that supply outlets installed in dwelling units. There are some exceptions. Firstly, outlets for smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms. Secondly, outlets that are not intended to supply continuous loads and are connected to a dedicated branch circuit that does not supply other outlets. Thirdly, outlets in manufactured homes and recreational vehicles. Considering your specific scenario, a light fixture in a bedroom is considered an outlet. Since it is installed in a dwelling unit, specifically a bedroom, it is subject to the AFCI requirement. Therefore, the dimmer used to control the light fixture must be on a branch circuit that is protected by AFCIs. The AFCIs can be either circuit breakers installed in the electrical panel or built-in devices within the dimmer itself. It is important to check with local building codes and a qualified electrician for specific requirements applicable to your area. The National Electrical Code (NEC) defines an outlet as any point in an electrical wiring system where current is drawn to power equipment. This definition broadly encompasses receptacles, which are commonly known as electrical sockets, lighting fixtures such as ceiling lights and lamps, and various appliances ranging from small kitchen gadgets to large household machines. The NEC mandates the use of arc fault circuit interrupters (AFCIs) for specific types of branch circuits to enhance electrical safety. These AFCIs are required for all 15 and 20 ampere, 120 volt single-phase branch circuits. These circuits are commonly found in residential settings and are designed to supply power to outlets within dwelling units. Dwelling units refer to individual living spaces within a residential building, such as apartments, houses, and condominiums, and they must adhere to stringent electrical safety standards to protect occupants from potential hazard. While the AFCI requirement is generally applicable to most outlets in dwelling units, there are specific exceptions outlined in the NEC. One exception pertains to outlets that exclusively serve smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms. These safety devices are critical for alerting occupants to the presence of smoke or carbon monoxide, and their dedicated circuits are often exempt from AFCI protection to ensure their reliable operation during emergencies. Another exception applies to outlets that are not intended to supply continuous loads and are connected to a dedicated branch circuit that does not supply any other outlets. This exception typically covers specialized equipment or appliances that require their own dedicated circuit, such as certain types of medical equipment or high-end audio systems. Additionally, the NEC provides exceptions for outlets located in manufactured homes and recreational vehicles. These types of dwellings have unique electrical systems that are subject to different regulations and standards compared to conventional residential buildings. Therefore, outlets in manufactured homes and recreational vehicles may be exempt from the standard AFCI requirements. The application of AFCI requirements in a specific scenario, such as controlling a light fixture in a bedroom with a dimmer, depends on the nature of the outlet and its location. Since a light fixture in a bedroom is considered an outlet within a dwelling unit, it typically falls under the AFCI requirement. This means that the branch circuit supplying the light fixture must be protected by an AFCI device. The purpose of the AFCI is to detect and interrupt arc faults, which are dangerous electrical conditions that can lead to fires. By providing AFCI protection for lighting circuits, the NEC aims to reduce the risk of electrical fires and enhance the safety of occupants in residential buildings. To comply with the AFCI requirement, the dimmer used to control the light fixture must be connected to a branch circuit that is protected by an AFCI device. This can be achieved by installing an AFCI circuit breaker in the electrical panel that serves the lighting circuit. Alternatively, some dimmers may have built-in AFCI functionality, allowing them to provide AFCI protection directly at the point of control. It is important to note that the specific requirements for AFCI protection may vary depending on local building codes and regulations. These codes may impose additional requirements or exemptions based on specific circumstances or local conditions. Therefore, it is always recommended to consult with local building officials or a qualified electrician to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Furthermore, it is essential to consider the practical implications of AFCI protection when designing and installing lighting control systems. AFCI devices are designed to be sensitive to arc faults, which can sometimes be caused by normal electrical activity, such as switching lights on and off. This can lead to nuisance tripping of the AFCI device, which can be frustrating for users. To mitigate this issue, it is important to select AFCI devices that are compatible with the type of lighting control system being used. Some AFCI devices are designed to be less sensitive to nuisance tripping while still providing effective protection against arc faults. Additionally, proper installation techniques and wiring practices can help minimize the risk of nuisance tripping. In summary, the NEC requires AFCI protection for most outlets in dwelling units, including light fixtures in bedrooms. The dimmer used to control the light fixture must be connected to a branch circuit that is protected by an AFCI device. Local building codes and regulations may impose additional requirements or exemptions, so it is important to consult with local authorities or a qualified electrician to ensure compliance. By adhering to AFCI requirements, it is possible to enhance electrical safety and reduce the risk of electrical fires in residential buildings. To further elaborate on the types of AFCIs available, it is important to understand the distinction between branch circuit AFCIs and outlet circuit AFCIs. Branch circuit AFCIs are installed in the electrical panel and provide protection for the entire branch circuit, including all outlets and devices connected to it. Outlet circuit AFCIs, on the other hand, are installed at the outlet location and provide protection only for that specific outlet. Both types of AFCIs are effective in detecting and interrupting arc faults, but they offer different levels of protection and may be more suitable for different applications. Branch circuit AFCIs are generally more cost-effective for protecting multiple outlets on a single branch circuit, while outlet circuit AFCIs are useful for protecting individual outlets that are particularly susceptible to arc faults. When selecting an AFCI device, it is important to consider the specific characteristics of the electrical circuit and the type of equipment being powered. Some AFCI devices are designed to be more sensitive to certain types of arc faults, while others are more resistant to nuisance tripping. Additionally, some AFCI devices may be compatible with specific types of dimmers or lighting control systems, while others may not be. It is essential to consult with a qualified electrician to determine the most appropriate AFCI device for a particular application. In addition to AFCI protection, it is also important to ensure that all electrical wiring and equipment are properly installed and maintained. Poorly installed wiring, loose connections, and damaged insulation can all increase the risk of arc faults and other electrical hazards. Regular inspections and maintenance can help identify and address potential problems before they lead to serious safety issues. Furthermore, it is important to educate occupants about electrical safety and the proper use of electrical equipment. Overloading circuits, using damaged extension cords, and tampering with electrical wiring can all create hazardous conditions. By promoting electrical safety awareness, it is possible to reduce the risk of electrical accidents and protect occupants from harm. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards that covers a wide range of electrical safety topics, including grounding, overcurrent protection, wiring methods, and equipment installation. The NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest advancements in electrical technology and safety practices. It is important for electricians, contractors, and building officials to stay up to date on the latest edition of the NEC to ensure compliance with current codes and regulations. In addition to the NEC, many states and local jurisdictions have their own electrical codes and regulations that may be more stringent or have additional requirements. It is essential to comply with all applicable codes and regulations to ensure the safety of electrical installations. When working on electrical projects, it is always recommended to hire a qualified electrician who is licensed and experienced in electrical work. A qualified electrician has the knowledge, skills, and training necessary to perform electrical work safely and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Attempting to perform electrical work without proper training can be dangerous and may result in serious injury or property damage. In conclusion, AFCI protection is an important safety measure that helps reduce the risk of electrical fires in residential buildings. The NEC requires AFCI protection for most outlets in dwelling units, including light fixtures in bedrooms. To comply with AFCI requirements, the dimmer used to control the light fixture must be connected to a branch circuit that is protected by an AFCI device. It is important to consult with local building officials or a qualified electrician to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. By adhering to AFCI requirements and following proper electrical safety practices, it is possible to create a safer and more secure living environment. And remember, safety is paramount when dealing with electricity. Always prioritize safety and consult with qualified professionals to ensure that electrical work is performed correctly and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations.